Welcome back to Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We're going to the 5th mission of the Scroll of Atankharzim.
Our first expedition through the unstable Jump node has yielded the most significant discovery since the Capella Incursion. We have found another Knossos subspace portal, the third such device known to have been built by the extinct civilization known as the Ancients. After all these uncounted seasons it still functions, though time has degraded many of its components and the subspace vortex it generates has lost coherence. Had the portal not by chance come back into partial alignment, we might never have learned about the Marnakh system. The expedition's detection of two Shivan traders complicates this discovery. The experience of previous Shivan incursions has taught us to treat our adversary with great respect and caution. Determining the extent of the Shivan presence in Marnakh will be a high priority.
So, the fact that he calls it the third such device known to have been built means that the expedition beyond the second Knossos in the second Special Operations loop of the main campaign is still classified, because this is the fourth one the GTVA has discovered, even if you don't count any other fan campaigns that came before.
Marnakh itself is a massive black hole with an immense gravitational footprint, enabling intrasystem subspace jumps over a volume of space many times larger than that of any previously explored star. The system is rich in natural resources, and the GVSC Narandum has identified at least two other stable jump nodes within scanning range. Assuming access to the system can be secured, Marnakh would provide bountiful opportunities for exploration, resource collection, and scientific study. The abundance of resources also provides a motivation for the Shivan presence in Marnakh. For example, the unusually dense asteroid field near the Knossos would enable productive mining to be carried out with a minimum of effort. If we can establish firm control over the Marnakh system, we can know the Shivans' vital resources and enrich ourselves with the same. The GVTA Security Council has been fully informed of these developments and has assigned this matter the highest priority. As it deliberates a course of action, the 8th Battle Group is developing a strategy for acquiring control of the Knossos. Our research team has been ordered to find a way to repair the portal, and Dr. Raphah has already returned to Marnakh aboard the GVSC Narandum to conduct more detailed investigations. Meanwhile, cruisers and fighter patrols will be deployed through the jump corridor as soon as the node allows.
Alright, well, let's get our mission briefing then. Cloak and Dagger.
The GVSC Narandum has succeeded in partially recalibrating the Knossos device, increasing the number and coherence of periods of subspace stability. Our research team has also developed several potential methods to mitigate the effects of the portal malfunction. Unfortunately, many of the components in the Knossos are degraded beyond obvious repair, and the portal cannot be completely stabilized without their replacement. Diplomatic envoys have opened negotiations with the Gateway Project to determine whether any of the Delta Serpentis portal components could be adapted for this purpose. Fortunately, the increased frequency of stable periods has allowed the 8th Battle Group to begin a series of sorties into the Marnakh system. We have established a perimeter around the Knossos device, and fighter patrols are launching at regular intervals.
That's doubtless what we're going to do. So, the Sol Gateway is under construction.
Our objective is to establish as strong a military presence in the Marnakh system as possible before the Shivans discover our intrusion. The instability of the subspace corridor constrains our actions. We dare not send more than one cruiser-sized vessel per stabilization cycle, and not every cycle permits even that. Nevertheless, with patience, we have successfully deployed the GVSC Hyperion through the node. This vessel has taken a defensive position near the Knossos. Dr. Raphah has determined that the incoherence of the portal's subspace vortex has the side effect of acting as a localized gravitational attractor, which led to the formation of a dense asteroid field at the portal's entrance. With the partial stabilization of the portal, these asteroids have begun to disperse. Consequently, the asteroid field is now somewhat safer to navigate, but cannot be relied upon to interfere with Shivan sensors or communications. To conceal our presence from the Shivans for as long as possible, Allied Command has transferred the GVA Tacitor to the Marnakh system, preempting one of the cruiser deployment cycles. The Tacitor is equipped with a special-issue electromagnetic spectral diffractor array. The ESD is one of the fruits of the recovered ETAC project, enabling us to disrupt Shivan communications and sensors over a large volume of space. This will allow our forces to remain undetected so long as we let no incoming Shivan ship escape. The Tacitor will also augment the Narandum sensors, enhancing our detection of inbound freighter convoys. We are launching fighters to Marnakh in rotating shifts, one wing per stabilization cycle. In general, a fighter wing will remain in the Marnakh system for 2 stabilization cycles and then return to Beta Cygni, thus providing 2 overlapping patrols at all times. In this mission, you will participate in one such patrol.
To the surprise of no one.
During this sortie, you will fly a Sigma Wing. You will relieve Pi Wing and share the first half of your patrol with Rho Wing.
So we're not Alpha. Fascinating.
Rho Wing will be relieved by Tau Wing, accompanied by the GVSC Astennu. At the conclusion of your watch, you will be relieved by Upsilon Wing. At this time, the Shivans have still not detected our presence in the Marnakh system. We must sustain that deception for as long as possible to establish a viable beachhead in Marnakh. The Shivans will undoubtedly eventually decide to investigate why their freighter convoys are not returning, and their investigation must not succeed before we are ready. Your orders are simple: Sigma Wing. Destroy every Shivan vessel, whether fighter or freighter, that enters the field of engagement. Let none escape. If the Shivans decide to attack our position, protect the Narandum and the Tacitor at all costs. Our ability to explore Marnakh and the systems beyond could be decided by the outcome of this mission.
Well, what have previous patrols encountered? I guess we don't tell us that. Objectives: destroy all Shivan ships that enter the area around the Knossos. So we got this weird thing. Alright, so... it can't take harpoons. Oh! I think this is a, this is supposed to be a... Myrmidon equivalent. Alright, seems good. Let's hit it.
Yep. Your last one, Sigma. Much better, Narandum. Your modifications to the Knossos have significantly lessened the disruption.
I am almost disappointed. I took some anti-nausea medication before I launched, that I might perhaps enjoy the experience. Perhaps I shall ride one of the Terran roaming poster devices when next I take shore leave.
Sigma, Rho Wing has been assigned to guard the Hearthened. Take up positions near them, but stand ready to engage any Shivan ship that approaches.
Form up on the Heartheneds. Well, good thing that's what I was doing anyway. Ease the throttle on down to match her velocity. Oh, she's slowing down. Rude. Oh, changing course. Okay. Just flying the waypoints at varying speeds. Uh-oh.
freighter convoy has arrived.
Let's get him.
Pilots, stay close to us as we engage the freighters. A flak gun will provide cover.
Oh, okay. Oh, the cruiser's actually turning to engage. How about that? And speeding up. I do not like this gun placement, not one bit.
I recall the Shivan fighter being taught by several in the combat training simulation. The Shivans must have made improvements to the design.
They must have. Because, yeah, these are usually pushovers, even with terrible gun placement. Curiosity. Oh yeah, I need to be more careful with my...
Fighters are down. Pilots, continue your attack.
Acknowledged, Harthanet.
All Shivan vessels have been eliminated.
Secondary objective, I thought that was the primary.
That engagement was resolved most satisfactorily. Have all the patrols proceeded this smoothly, Marnakh? For the most part, they have Sigma 4. No Shivan convoy that has approached the Knossos has survived to escape.
It is well that we have the Harthanet to assist us. I do not relish attacking enemy forces without adequate cover.
Even so, we are fortunate in that the system seems to be minimally defended.
What are you
We have not
doing?
yet encountered any Shivan vessels of cruiser class or higher. That cannot last long. The presence of Shivan fighters in this system would seem to require, at the very least, a corvette equipped with a fighter bay. Indeed, which is why it is vital that the Knossos be fully repaired as soon as possible.
Ah, so it's back to flying its waypoints quickly. It's a dense star field. And there's the black hole.
Shivan bombers have arrived. Pilots, engage
Ah, crap.
If the bombers were hoping to neutralize any threats in the area, they chose their arrival coordinates poorly. This indicates that we have successfully prevented the Shivans from communicating intelligence about our activities in this area. Outstanding work, Escort.
Hey, watch your fire. no more Shivan bombers.
Virgo Wing has been destroyed. We may relax, pilots, but remain alert for additional contacts.
Get one more shot of the rock eyes. I like the turret swinging back around to default position after a while.
The subspace portal is beginning to stabilize. Pilots, the Astennu under Escort will arrive momentarily. Row Wing, you are cleared for departure.
Row Wing is going to the portal.
Row Wing departing.
There they go. And we're expecting the Astennu any minute. Here we go. What the hell?
Over. Knossos.
Lambda Wing has reached the Marnakh system, setting course for the drop zone.
What the
Demolition pattern Delta. Remote detonation power-up sequence initiated.
What in the 7th ring of fire is this?
This is Commodore level of the GTC Palace, GVTA. Under Section 5 of the GVTA Security Act and Terry's Convention, I hereby assume command of this operation.
What?
By the Emperor, this is intolerable. What is the meaning of this? Where is the Astennu?
The Astennu remains in beta Signy.
That is plainly obvious. How dare you deny us access to this system when we have only begun to explore it?
Hold your peace, Visutan. We do not intend to demolish the Knossos any more than you do. However, the Security Council requires us to prepare for the very real possibility that the Shivans may overrun our position and gain control of the subspace portal. If that happens, we must destroy it lest we unleash another Shivan invasion.
That is a sensible precaution, but your lack of advance notification reflects poorly on the GVTI. Not only that, you could have destabilized the jump corridor entirely by bringing so much mass through at once.
We are more concerned about safeguarding the GVTA core systems than we are about keeping all our diplomatic ducks in a row, Visutan.
Can we not?
I apologize for any lapse in communications, but it was necessary to establish a GVTI presence in this system as quickly as possible, and we calculated that there was enough of a safety margin in your mess estimates to stretch the limit a bit.
Your haphazard deployment is excusable in light of the circumstances. The Narandum and her accompanying ships accept your apology.
What you doing there, Harthanet? Oh boy. Arthur, you turn to engage these guys? Got a pincher attack going here. Well, now I'm behind him.
Formidable.
Thank you. Wow, when hornets actually hit, though. Got him. The old style Hyperion model. Well, you'll see what I mean. I'll explain what we mean further when we get to Blue Planet. So it occurs to me, I haven't actually said where this falls in the timeline. Derelict was...
Marnakh level. I am not familiar with your class of vessel. Is this a restricted deployment craft?
Only temporarily. This is a Hyperion-class cruiser, the Terran fleet's next-generation defensive warship. They're technically still in the op-eval stage, but we expect production runs to begin very soon. This particular vessel is one of only 3 attached to GVTA, but we judged your situation important enough to deploy it to the Marnakh system.
Formidable. We appreciate the GVTI's generosity and support of our operations.
Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to pass that along to GVTI Command.
Anyway, so, Derelict takes place in 2373. This is and Scroll in 2378, so 5 years have passed since Derelict. Of course, not technically. While they don't conflict, they're not technically in the same continuity, so they're not going to reference. This is not going to reference Derelict.
Enemy presence detected.
No bombers.
Aquarius is targeting Meson 3. Pilots, we need all 3 warheads intact to provide satisfactory defense.
Oh crap.
By your command. Sustained critical damage. All failure imminent.
We're gonna lose the Meson bomb.
Those Meson bombs are nearly irreplaceable. You can be sure that the GVTI will.
The failsafe shutdowns have activated on the other 2 warheads.
Ah, fantastic.
What did you know? Shut it down. Hull, target the remaining warheads and fire.
Wow, Palace, you suck. Alright, so, apparently this has checkpoints, which is good considering what happened and how long that took, so we are just going to start from the GVTI ships arriving.
Lander wing has reached the Marnakh system. Setting course for the drop zone. Demolition pattern Delta. Remote detonation power-up sequence initiated.
What in the 7th ring of fire is this?
This is Commodore level of the GTC Palace, GVTA, under Section 5 of the GVTA Security Act. Antares Convention, I hereby assume command of this operation.
By the Emperor, this is intolerable. What is the meaning of this? Where is the Astennu?
The Astennu remains in beta Sydney.
That is plainly obvious. How dare you deny us access to this system when we have only begun to explore it?
Hold your peace, Visutan. We do not intend to demolish the Knossos any more than you do. However, the Security Council requires us to prepare for the very real possibility that the Shivans may overrun our position and gain control of the subspace portal. If that happens, we must destroy it lest we unleash another Shivan invasion.
That is a sensible precaution, but your lack of advance notification reflects poorly on the GVTA. Not only that, you could have destabilized the jump corridor entirely by bringing so much mass through at once.
We are more concerned about safeguarding the GVTA core systems than we are about keeping all our diplomatic ducks in a row, Visutan. I apologize for any lapse in communications, but it was necessary to establish a GVTI presence in this system as quickly as possible, and we calculated that there was enough of a safety margin in your mass estimates to stretch the limit a bit.
Your haphazard deployment is excusable in light of the circumstances. The Narandum and her accompanying ships accept your apology.
Harthen is speeding up.
Enemy presence detected.
Okay, we know what. Yeah, there's no,
Bandit at 6 o'clock.
Now watch me get on his 6 o'clock. Got him. Hey, off my wingman.
Formidable.
Thank you. Alright, that's paid to Cancer. Now we just need to kill the last two of Leo here. I got way out away from our fire support. Okay. I also burned most of my Tempests.
Commodore Global, I am not familiar with your class of vessel. Is this a restricted deployment craft?
Only temporarily. This is a Hyperion-class cruiser, the Terran fleet's next-generation defensive warship. They're technically still in the eval stage, but we expect production runs to begin very soon. This particular vessel is one of only 3 attached to GVTA, but we judged your situation important enough to deploy it to the Marnakh system.
Formidable. We appreciate the GVTI's generosity and support of our operations.
Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to pass that along to GVTI Command.
Yeah, the freighters are stuck here until the portal restabilizes.
Reading hostile indicators.
Aquarius is targeting Meson. Pilots, we need all 3 warheads intact to provide satisfactory defense of the system.
Commencing attack on your target.
And I am out of rockets.
Well done, pilots. That was a close one. Those bombs are very expensive to replace.
Oh, he's maneuvering hard. He's not going to be going that fast. Alright. Over those beams. There we go. Kind of. They powered up, but didn't seem to actually shoot anything. There we go. Oh, they did a reverse. Okay. Oh, the Harthanet and Palace have come right together.
A second Shivan freighter convoy has entered the area.
And me out of rockets.
The convoy is led by an unknown class of ship. Can you identify it, Commodore?
We can spare the time to scan it, pilot. Leave it to us. We'll take down that ship in short order.
Yeah, I dare say you will. Yikes.
Take the basic action, pilot.
God, this is in the floor. Oh, wow. Alright, time to evade this away. Come get me. Somebody's firing off synaptic bombs, and I don't like it. So the Shivans are starting to escort their convoys now. It's remarkable they keep sending them in, honestly. They certainly know something is here now.
Formidable. The second convoy has been destroyed. Excellent work, pilots. And we have some good news for you. The next Knossos stabilization cycle is moments away.
I am relieved to hear that. I believe I have had enough excitement for one patrol today.
But we're the only fighters out here. Are they sending 2 wings through to replace?
The Knossos is now stable enough for travel. Farewell, Sigma Wing.
Alright, engaging subspace drive.
Welcome back to Beta Cygni, Sigma. Though your patrol was more eventful than most, you persevered and allowed our battle group to continue to fortify our position in Marnakh. Most importantly, you neutralized every Shivan vessel that engaged our forces, allowing them to escape. The Emperor is most pleased with the continued success of our operation. GVTI's deployment of the GTC Palace was impetuous, discourteous, and disruptive, but not altogether unwelcome. The presence of a Hyperion-class cruiser, a state-of-the-art warship that has not yet been publicly acknowledged even in Terran systems, will improve our tactical profile significantly, providing additional insurance if and when a larger Shivan force is sent to the Knossos. The involvement of GVTI will allow us to predict Shivan strategies with a greater probability of success, and the placement of a Meson bomb screen ensures that our core systems will be protected if the worst should come to pass. In the long term, the presence of the palace is not expected to substantially alter our plans. Though the GVSC Astennu was preempted by the palace and its greater contingent, it will make the subspace jump to Marnakh as soon as conditions allow. Dr. Raphah is currently working to verify GVTI's assertion that the subspace corridor was not unduly disrupted by the palace's expedition. Furthermore, we believe that Commodore Global is primarily concerned with maintaining our tactical superiority and providing combat leadership, and will not interfere with our scientific surveys or our repair efforts. We have no information on the unknown ship that arrived with the second convoy. It may have been a new class of freighter or an asteroid miner. Based on its armor rating, it seems doubtful that it could have been a warship. Whatever the case, the firepower of the GTC Palace proved more than a match for it. Sigma 1, your performance on recent sorties, particularly those into Marnakh, has not gone unnoticed. Commander Baku has selected you for a special reconnaissance operation currently being planned into uncharted territory. You will be briefed on this within the next few days.
Oh boy. Deep recon, that's always fun. So that was Cloak and Dagger. We got 11 kills on our reset. with 2 assists. 4 Maras, 1 Manticore, 3 Asteros, and 3 Basilisks. We're all-time total to a bunch. So, this was Cloak and Dagger, the 5th mission of the Scroll of Atankharzim campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming, signing off.